Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, it's the moment that you've all been waiting for. It's the money shot. Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector, and today I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison. You guys asked for it. You guys are going to get it. It is the Batcave Hush versus, of course, the Fabok Detective Comics 1000. Two absolutely iconic Batman statues, both from Prime 1 Studio, both 1/3 scale, and so I am going to compare and contrast them so you can see exactly what you're getting side by side. Which statue is going to be best? Let's talk about it right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, two absolutely iconic Batman side by side. We have blue, we have black, we have Fabok, and we have Jim freaking Lee. It is insane to see these two side by side. Again, both from Prime 1, both 1/3 scale, and by two of the most amazing comic book artists of all time, in my opinion, at least. Let's compare and contrast them. Obviously, you can see, obviously the difference in color. It's a little bit more dynamic in terms of the Fabok piece, whereas you have the Jim Lee piece coming toward you. Now, I am going to say, yes, I know, my Jim Lee one is leaning a little bit. It's one of those known issues. The Jim Lee piece does have a heavier cape. It is definitely prone to lean. I've seen some way worse than mine. This one is more of a vinyl PVC, so it's not as heavy. And this one I don't think will ever lean. So that is something to consider. Because I know some of you are definitely considering one or the other. Do you need both? Sure. But I know space is definitely a premium. Let's go ahead and dive into bases first. Obviously, this one here is a little bit bigger, actually, than what some people call the dollhouse. It's definitely a forced perspective base. There is some forced perspective base-ness, if you will, on this one as well. This one, of course, has the Batcave. It's got the bats on it. The bats are a little bit smaller, as you can see. There's my Jim Lee signed logo right there, which I love, my bat. But anyway, it's got the stalactites or mites or whatever it is, and it's got the bat computer. That's not actually a full-size bat computer. It's a bat sensor. So that's a cool piece. And then, of course, over here you have the roof line, basically. The smoke can be removed. Somebody was asking me about that. It does leave a keyhole, but it's kind of small. So if you don't have as much depth, you could take that off if you don't like it. Obviously, again, there's lots of great detail here. I think that's a big miss on the base, that it covered up the Batman logo. But it is what it is. It's kind of like a hidden Easter egg. The bats are much bigger on the Fabok piece. Here you can see kind of the size difference. This is one of the bigger bats on the Fabok. But again, you can see kind of how it looks. I personally think that the Batcave Hush is a better base. I just think it's awesome. And I think this is a secondary base compared to the two. But, I'll let you guys be the judge. Again, that's what the bases look side by side. In terms of the actual figure itself, obviously, you're going to have great detail. This one has tremendous detail throughout. It's got some cross-hatching elements. You definitely feel like it's coming out of the comic book. Again, it's right from Jim Lee's art where he's walking straight toward you. This one had some great bonus items. It had a lot of different portrait swap-outs. It had some weapon swap-outs as well. Very similar with the clenched fist with the cape. So, I mean, it has a similar theme. But again, the details on it are very, very good. Obviously, this is a blue. You guys know if you watch the channel, I don't love blue Batman. I like the dark colors much more. So if we go over here, you're going to see, again, the details are really great. You have that great cross-hatching effect on this one as well. Some people wished that the pants had actually had black instead of just being all gray pants. You have the bat belt there. If you want to compare, there's more detail on the Hush one. But again, that's just the way the art was. I like the chest and the ab region better on the Fabok. I think it looks cooler. You also have a great emblem here. Now, there is no swap out on this one, whereas this one here has the swap out where you can change to the more modern logo, which is great. Obviously, the capes are similar in the fact that they're both sculpted. This one obviously is very, very dynamic. And it's also a lighter material, which I actually really appreciate, although it does flare out much more, so it does take up more room. Maybe a little bit. I mean, Jim Lee's also flares out, as you can see, and it definitely goes deep, which is a problem sometimes in displaying. So let me, I'm going to stand up here. Sorry if I block some of the shadows in the room here. Let's look at the portrait. So you got the Jim Lee portrait there versus the Fabok portraits. Personally, I think that the Fabok portraits are better than the Jim Lee ones. That's just, again, my opinion. I really like the portraits, but again, this portrait's good as well. And I did not get the deluxe on this one, so this is the only portrait that I have. But it definitely captures the Jim Lee look, which I think is great. Let's look at some kind of like some depth here. So you can see that the Fabok piece definitely goes back just a little bit more. No, now that I say that, actually, the Jim Lee one does, because it goes way back here. So actually, the Fabok one is a little less deep than the Hush is, because the Hush, you have this crazy piece that goes back here. Again, the detail on the cape itself is awesome with the cross hatching. You got the bats. And this one, you know, you have all this crazy detail as well, which is really quite awesome. Really, really awesome. So again, just to give you guys kind of an idea of the depth of this. I mean, for sure, the Hush does pop a little bit more in color, I think. But I don't know. If we're looking side by side, again, let me sit back down here so you guys can get the full effect. I don't know. I think they're both awesome. I think they're both worthy. But I think for me, I think the Fabok piece wins it for me. I think the Fabok piece is a better piece. Yes, I think the Batcave is a better base than the house. But I think in terms of the figure, I think he looks awesome. Now, some of you don't like the ankle. You feel like it's weird. I can see that. It doesn't bother me at all. Again, it's, you know, based on the art, so maybe they could have done something a little bit different and tweaked it. But I still feel like that looks freaking badass. Whereas this one's a little bit more, you know, stoic. It's just not as dynamic to me. So it's still cool. This one obviously, again, has the leaning issues that a lot of people have, which, you know, pisses me off, quite frankly. But I mean, just look at them. Look at them side by side. They both have a lot of different swap outs. They both have mini busts that you can buy separately. So I mean, again, it's almost like a tie, really. I mean, they're both so damn good. They really, really are. But which one do you guys like better? Do you like Fabok better? Do you like Hush better? If you can only get one, again, I know most of you are like, oh, I'll just get both. And I did get both. But which one really captures the spirit of Batman the most? Do you like Blue Batman? Do you like the more dark gray Batman, which is, again, that's what I prefer. But again, they're both awesome. So again, hopefully this video did a fairly good job of showing them off side by side. Hopefully you can see, you know, which one you like better, which one you think is more worthy of your purchase. It's really cool. I will put the links down below if they're available. Again, that does help support the channel, so thank you guys for that as always. But let me know in the comments which one you think is better. Is there a clear-cut winner here? Again, for me, it's Fabok. I'm so glad I purchased it. But I still am really glad to have both of them. I'm really glad that both of them are in my collection. Because again, I think they're both just outstanding. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so very much for checking out this comparison video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I think about 50% of you that watch aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button. It's free. And if you want to support us, you can do so multiple ways. There are links down below in the description. You can also join our membership group, which is the Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And you get early access to videos like this and other perks. Anyway, just thank you guys so very much for checking out the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Love each and every one of you. And happy collecting, everybody. See you in the Batcave. Have a great week. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.